My name is Star Newland, and I'm founding partner of the Sirius Institute.
Okay, Star.
Yes, welcome.
What is the Sirius Institute?
Sirius Institute is a dolphin whale and space research consortium. We've been around about 17 years now.
What's the purpose of it in one sentence? Why is it so important to you? Why is this whole institute? What is like?
Well, this whole the Sirius Institute and our intentions of dolphinizing the planet and humanizing space, if you will, has been the result of many years of research and study and being touched by the dolphins myself, and along with Dr. Heisen, our research director. So it's important to us because we foresee the potential and the reality of a much better world for all of us because of the work that we're doing and others in the field. Research that the Sirius Institute has been involved with has led us to see that the world can indeed be a better place through applying various things like interspecies communications, birthing with dolphins, being able to take the whale songs and send them out to the stars to reach out beyond us. So our work is important to us because it's fulfillment of our life stream, but also important to Earth because it's fulfillment of many people's dream.
And now the interspecies birthing project?
Interspecies Birth Cohort is an outreach project, a community outreach project of the Cetacean Commonwealth. And in it, we intend to have human babies born with dolphins and raised around dolphins as much as possible. This furthers Dr. John Lilly's work and his original inspiration to effectively establish communications by birthing humans with dolphins and having them together and seeing what kind of language breakthrough develops. So we're just really happy to further John's work.
Tell me about domestic harmony in one sentence or less, or two sentences. Go for it.
One of the things that the Sirius Institute has discovered in terms of our optimal restoration project, how to bring humans back up to their natural state, is the application of the awareness of domestic harmony. Dolphins are very much about showing us, at least, the importance of harmony, how their societies live in harmony, and we feel that we can learn a lot from them and pass it on to people. So Sirius Institute's been quite involved through Planet Puna and our outreach projects, our concerts, events, bumper stickers, green ribbons like these, proclamations from the governor, the mayor, and the county council. All of these are parts of our domestic harmony awareness initiative.
And the restoration project?
One of the things that the Sirius Institute has discovered in terms of our optimal restoration project, how to bring humans back up to their natural state, is the application of the awareness of domestic harmony. Dolphins are very much about showing us, at least, the importance of harmony, how their societies live in harmony, and we feel that we can learn a lot from them and pass it on to people. So Sirius Institute's been quite involved through Planet Puna and our outreach projects, our concerts, events, bumper stickers, green ribbons like these, proclamations from the governor, the mayor, and the county council. All of these are parts of our domestic harmony awareness initiative.
And the restoration project?
The restoration project of the Sirius Institute involves bringing into play all of the things that we've discovered and other people's research that show what it takes to help create an optimal human being. We know that so many things have happened to traumatize and shock us individually and collectively and as a global culture, that our restoration project really seeks to address what it takes to create humans that are whole, happy, healthy, well-integrated, well-established in life, and therefore generating those qualities in the world around them. Cetacean Commonwealth was created a number of years ago in Los Angeles for an Earth Day event as a vehicle to bring humans who care for and are able to act and speak on behalf of the cetacea, the whales, and the dolphins, along with what's commonly known as the Cetacean Nations, initiated by Dr. John Lilly and a number of others, Roberta Goodman and Douglas Webster. So what we do as the Cetacean Commonwealth representatives or ambassadors is we do community outreach projects acting on behalf of the dolphins and the whales. So a number of our projects are thusly Whales Sing to the Stars, where it took the whales songs through whalesong.net on Maui in collaboration with Sirius Institute and also Deep Space Communications Network out of Florida to come together as an outreach project to send these songs to the stars live for the first time ever on Earth Day 2004. That's one of our projects as a community outreach project. Another one, as I mentioned before, is the Interspecies Birth Cohort, where again it requires the participation and the active participation of the dolphins in order for women to have their babies with them. It takes them and us. So all the community outreach projects of the Cetacean Commonwealth involve these components: humans, cetacea, sometimes a form of collaboration using technology like the Sing to the Stars part.
Why are these dolphins so important to you?
One of the most important transformative experiences I ever had with the dolphins was actually my first one in St. Augustine, Florida, when I was at aquarium facility, and I saw these dolphins leaping and playing, and that was really exciting in and of itself. But after that, when I went to look around the facility, they started to play catch with me. They had a ball in their pen, and there were about 3 of them or something, and they were playing catch with each other, throwing one of these rubber balls around, and then they involved the people in the audience. So I was elated, somehow amazingly elated, when they threw a ball to me, and inside I felt their invitation to jump into life in a different way and to play ball with them. So some of my fondest memories were actually playing ball with them that afternoon. When I had this extremely transformative experience with the dolphins many years ago, one of the reasons it changed my life and really led me in the direction of establishing the Sirius Institute, the birth cohort, all of this work, is because I felt this intelligence reaching over to me personally. I felt somehow they knew who I was, and that they recognized me and remembered me, and they wanted to include me in their world. Since then, the inspiration of what's come from that has been remarkable, including the birth of my 2 children came because of my connection. So if there's one thing that the dolphins bring to us and brought to me, it's a sense of connectivity, of belonging, of that there's something bigger in life than our human condition, and that we're welcome to step into it. And so I welcome us all to step into that new world that we're here to create with the human and cetacean cultures together. And welcome home to all of us, to beginning that great oneness that we've all been longing for in our hearts, to be part of something bigger than us, and that's there for us always, just like the pod is.
Explain the pod. Like the pod is.
Well, just like the pod, Sirius Institute created a program called Living on Pod, how to live on pod, and what does that mean? Well, the dolphins and the whales live in what's called pods, big groupings of ohana, or members of the family, and they swim together, they feed together, they hunt together, they birth with the babies, they make sure someone's around all the time. Being a member of a pod means that you're part of something bigger than yourself, something that's there for you always, something that you belong to. What we've learned in studying dolphins for quite a long time, in whales, is that their family arrangement, the way they live together and share life with each other, living on pod as we call it, is of immense social value and importance to humans, because it helps people find a way to be part of something bigger than themselves. In big cities and areas like that, for example, we find that kids like to belong to gangs. But you know, what they really want to do is have a feeling of belonging. So being part of a pod or pod consciousness helps us to have a sense of belonging, of being valuable and important and precious to something bigger than ourselves. So we raise our children on pod. We have lots of aunties and uncles and cousins, zero blood related necessarily, but certainly related from the heart. Our research with dolphins and whales over the years has led us to create a program called Living on Pod, which for humans is about living in a social environment that includes being part of something bigger than ourselves. It includes being welcome, wanted, supported just because you're here. So in a community like Hawaii, on this island especially, there are lots of people who are kind of like newcomers or transients who are more than excited to be welcomed into something bigger than themselves, where they can be part of creative situations, where they can be part of the lives of children, where they can pass on what we call their books of wisdom, things that they have learned about throughout life, that they're available to share with others. When we live on pod, we feel like we belong. And for humans, that's very, very important. It's important especially for dolphins, because they actually need to have someone close to them at all times, because the life of a dolphin in the ocean can be dangerous because of various things. Sharks, having some kind of accident which causes them to lose consciousness and therefore stop breathing. Since they're conscious breathers, they always have to make sure they're awake and alert every time. That's why they travel together. That's why you almost hardly ever see a single dolphin. because they actually need each other to be okay. And humans, ultimately, we feel, also need each other to be okay and indeed to thrive. So living on pod is about being part of something bigger than ourselves that's there for us, that supports us, that we can be a contributing member of, and also helps us to thrive.
How would it be? It's right there in this little cove was the place where those dolphins